As a music producer from the ground up, I believe consistency and keeping positivity around you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't want doubters. You have to just know it's going to happen. Tell yourself that every day.
What's going on, guys? It's Jazzy, and today I'm here at Vee Con with the one and only Mr. Timbaland. Mr. Timbaland, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing, Jazz?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking.
Man, I'm so honored to do your show.
No, I'm honored because you're on my show. Thank you so much for being here.
No. I've been watching you and following you. I was hoping one day I get to sit with you, and now I get to sit with you.
Well, thank you so much for the support.
Thank you.
So you have produced some of hip-hop and R&B's biggest artists, such as Jay-Z, Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, and Missy Elliott. What are some of the most memorable experiences you had making those classic records?
Studio experiences. You know, you have fun. You get to tell stories. It's almost like being, like I said on stage, like family reunion. It's like being together as one. It's a lot of jokes that I can't remember. Like in the studio, we just had a lot of jokes, and you know how you be like, "Wow, that was funny." So I just think that just the experience was just fun. Just having like a good party, conversations, our family coming around, listening to music. That's really like the most exciting thing about studio with all those guys.
And I know that those experiences and those memorable moments, they last forever. And also, rest in peace to Aaliyah and Michael Jackson.
Yes. My baby girl, Michael Jackson. I worked with both of those. I worked with Michael Jackson. That moment was a little strange for me because I worked with him when he passed, so they gave me vocals, and I was like, man, I was more intrigued by hearing him raw without the music and just hearing the vocals. So it was kind of like, it was weird at first, but then it gave me this nostalgia feeling like, wow, I'm working with Michael Jackson. But at first it was like, oh, he's not here, but he was there. He was there in spirit. So that was one of the most illest experiences I probably ever had because it touched me in a different way. Like it hit my soul in a different way.
So, for all the young producers out there, what business advice can you offer to them in regards to capitalizing on opportunities and building your brand in the music production from the ground up?
As a music producer from the ground up, I believe consistency. You know, you keep building. You know, now I came in a world where there wasn't no tags. It was about the sound. But now that everything is it's like the Wild Wild West in the music business. So I feel like as a producer, you have to be more creative. And I think the key thing for a lot of these producers is the tag. I feel like your tag is very important today because there's so much music out there, so you can stand out. And I feel like your tag tells who you are. You know, it's almost like Mortal Kombat where you like finish him. It's like everybody has their own little thing. For a producer, it's consistency, always networking, going into the rooms, not being shy, just being in all the spots and consistently. No, don't wait. Don't be like, oh, ain't nothing happening. If you get that mentality, you're gonna stop.
Right.
You have to just know it's gonna happen. Tell yourself that every day because you have more. You just developing as you go along anyway. So as you wait, that wait is good for you. It's nothing like God's timing. And I tell producers, just wait on God. He will put you in the right rooms. And, you know, but get your tag and all the other stuff right in the meantime.
Yeah, similarly to the music industry and journalism, it's also very important to network with people because you never know who you're talking to and you never know what spaces those people could put you in to help you become successful.
Exactly.
And as you said, consistency is key, and being persistent is also very much important.
Very key. And just having the drive and keeping positivity around you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You don't want doubters. You don't want people, I don't know, you've been doing this too long. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You want people that say, keep going, keep going. Because guess what? We already doubting ourselves as it is, right? They don't, we hurt in silence, you know what I'm saying? So as you doing this, you know, you be like, man. So you need that energy around to be like, you know what, you got this. You can do this. You can do that. That's very important. Keep the negativity away as you go on your journey.
Right. Positive vibes only, and a positive mindset is also very important.
Very important. Very important. Positive mindset.
In what ways have you seen the hip-hop industry grow and change since your first hits in the mid-90s? And when I say that, I'm asking for your honest opinion.
About hip-hop today versus now?
Yep. From the old school to new school.
I like it both. It's called evolution, right? For me, I ran the game all the way up to the early 2000s, maybe 14 or something like that. But then it's like as I was doing my thing, new sounds was coming in. the youth, the generation, your generation, have a different, y'all interpret it, what y'all learn from us, your way. And a lot of like, to me, some people from my generation maybe not understand the new generation, but me being a lover of music, I get it all. Because I'm here to understand, like, ooh, music going this way? Oh, so I love it. I love the evolving of music. It's some things that I might don't listen to, but I still respect it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I see the gift in it. It might not be my everyday playlist because what they're talking about, I've done that. I outlived that. But I understand where they're going, and I might say, hey, you might want to change that lyric to put that lyric.
Right.
Oh, you right, OG. Oh, you right, You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I understand music, so I don't never downgrade it. I always uplift it. When people are like, you like that? I'm like, yeah, it's his art.
Right.
It's that person's art. It's how they're expressing themselves. And it's like, I ain't never look at it that way. Yeah, it's how they see music. You can't, oh, he off the beat. 1,000 people don't think that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just think that because you used to a different rhythm. So I just love where it's going today. I like where music is. I like where it's evolving because there's no genre. And the one thing I can say is about to be the 50th hip hop anniversary, and hip hop has taken over every genre.
Right.
From pop to rock to even classical to everything has a hip hop element to it. And I think, to see that happen, I never would have thought today that hip hop would take over the world.
Right, diversifying what you listen to is very important as well. I really like the way that you say that a lot of people, they think, oh, the new generation's music, it's kind of like bad. But I like the way that you're accepting that, hey, it's evolution and that it's new music. It's always going to take parts from the old school and it's going to evolve it and it's going to level up.
Exactly.
So I feel like a lot of people, they should really have that mindset. Like, yes, a lot of people listen to the old school, but it's important to also focus on the new generation and also to see what they're doing now and how they are similar to the old school.
Yes, it's just the same thing when we came out. Me and Missy, we love Prince, Michael Jackson, Rick James. We love all those Patrice Rushen, Stacey Lattisaw. So me and Missy was like, yo, we got to make a song that sound like this, but we did it in our way.
Right.
Now, those artists back there probably say, oh, it's a different twist, but that's what it is. Like, it evolved. So we had our own interpretation of how we thought Prince should sound.
Right.
And I think today's, they said, oh, we want to sound like Timbaland. And I'm like, I never say, oh, that don't sound like me. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I just love the evolution of it, you know what I'm saying, of what people doing. I feel like it's an honor for people to say, yo, I'm doing that Timbo beat. I'm like, thank you. That means I left my mark on the world.
Right. Well, I really like that, and I like the way that you have inspired the new generation in different ways, and how you accept that it's growing.
Yes, I love it.
So recently you made an AI track using the Notorious B.I.G.'s voice, and you actually own a company that has developed AI voice software. What benefits can AI contribute to music, and what is your response to those who may be hesitant to use it?
It's brand new, so people hate what they don't understand. I did it, and I'm building a company because I'm trying to figure out the solution. I put that out there to show, like, hey, guys, this is going to be the way. Creators going to make their own rendition of stuff, but at the same time, I'm trying to find a solution to make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, labels happy, the artist happy. I think it's so brand new. I'm going to keep introducing certain things to the world, put it on the internet. I'm gonna get, of course, I'm willing to take the bullets for something I believe. So people are gonna shoot me and say, oh, that's dangerous, this and that. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing? That's corny. I'm like, well, to me, everybody thought auto-tune was corny.
Right.
It ain't corny no more. Girls, why are you putting this filter on my body? Now a girl can't post a picture without a filter on their face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the same thing. All it is a filter. It's a voice filter. It's how you choose to use it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like to make people more comfortable, we have to figure out rules for the likeness. And I was telling Forbes that we need to be like Instagram verification. So, like, if you verify, you get to choose one of these two legends you get to work with. Say if Pharrell did, or Diplo collabed on Freddie Mercury from Queen, voice filter. People gonna be like, I gotta hear this. Versus, I don't want to hear that. People gonna be curious,
Right.
And the curiosity gonna make you determine whether you like it or you don't. But I feel like when you select a few great iconic voices from the past, it has to be a verification because you can't let it be free world because we live in a crazy world where people going to make stuff that is going to offend people. Like I just heard something with Frank Sinatra saying Lil Jon, and I was like, I kind of like this, but I can see the family getting upset. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be. It was so cold. I was like, oh, this is cold because it's Frank Sinatra, right? So, and I'm like, okay, so this is what they don't want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want to. It has to be monetized. And if it's done like that, it should be like an app, like our TikTok.
Yeah.
Only on the app, not on streaming platforms. Something that's more of a paradigm. So I'm just really like building this company to try to find solutions. But as I find a solution, I'm gonna show you how creative it can be.
Right.
So it's like I'm doing both at the same time because that's the biggest thing. People create these wonderful things, and I'm trying to create the solution and the wonderful thing because everybody can create this tool, but okay, you create this tool and you have this platform, but you don't have all the problems solved. Have you go talk to the artists to see if they're on board? So I got to do all of that. I got to go talk to certain artists. Hey, do you want to clone your voice? We can do albums this way, or we can do this, and it's going to be great for writers. You know what I'm saying? Say if a writer have somebody they friend has a dope voice, but they can't sing, but we love her voice. So the writer can write a song, sing it in the song, and I can swap out the writer's voice with the girl voice that, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it can be a lot of little tools that make it where now I can hear you sing. I'm like,
Right.
let me put you in the thing. You be like, that's me? Oh my God. So it becomes a tool that's gonna be fun, but we have to like monetize the fun
Right.
because people can go overboard and offend people because we live in a world that's very sensitive and people get offended quick. So we have to just be mindful of that. And so right now I love it because it's a tool, right? And so I love the tool because it helps you out, especially if you get music block, writer's block. This tool, you could type in Chat GPT and say, yeah, I want to talk about wallets, crypto wallets. Like what are some content, and the Chat GPT can give you to spark something up in your brain. I think that's what it's going to be helpful for, to help people when you're down and out. Say if you write interviews, you're like, I want to ask this question, but I want to be
Right.
more detailed with it. Talk to Chat. At the end of the day, I think it's a tool that's going to be very helpful for everybody. I gotta get the story deck right to
Right.
really pitch it to some people. Some people going to get it off the rap, then some people not.
Right.
That's a part of life. If it was easy, everybody be doing it.
I know that there's a lot of controversy when it comes to AI. I'm kind of like up on the fence about that because, well, I think it'll be kind of cool as well, but also it could be used dangerously. It could be used to clone someone's voice, and someone could clone someone's voice, like your family member's voice, and then use that against you to scam you or to do something dangerous to you, right? But there's also funny parts of it. Like, for example, I saw on YouTube someone used the AI voice of Drake to recreate Ice Spice's song Munch. So that was pretty funny.
See, it is dangerous. That's why I say have to be some kind of regulations
Right.
on it. You have to roll it out slow. It should be like an invite only. Hey man, we gotta take the good with the bad.
Right. There's positive and there's also negative effects to it. But as everything is, there's like a 50-50 kind of balance with it. So
Exactly.
you have to adjust.
We have
It's
to
the future,
adjust.
so we have to adjust.
Have to adjust and put some real rules on it.
Yeah, totally. You and Swiss Beats created the Versus platform during the pandemic, which was a very innovative way to feature and celebrate artists. So how was that idea created, and how did the pandemic serve as the most opportune moment to launch the platform successfully?
The idea was already in the works 4 years ago. We was gonna do an album where we verse each other, but we started at Hot 97 Summer Jam, and we did it like, he was like, well, okay, Tim, he brought me out. I said, hold on, man, cut all this, and we kind of did it live, so we knew it worked. And I really have to thank, along with God first, but D-Nice kind of sparked the creative juices to get us going. So when we saw D-Nice, we was all like, yo, this is crazy. Like, we jamming to it. So then I called Swiss. I said, yo, remember that idea we had? Let's do what we did
Right.
in New York right here on the thing. He's like, for real? Now? I said, yeah, well, what else are we doing? We can't go outside.
Right.
So he's like, all right, give me 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I called him, went on live, and all we had was like 30,000 followers, would turn up to like 30 million.
Wow.
Because it reached the world, and everybody's, it touched the
Right.
world. And that's all we did it for, was the love. The love. We wasn't, and then once it caught, we already had the business concept, and you know, we just got on our business grind after that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Versus is definitely a platform that I really like, and I really like watching it on YouTube as well, like the full battles. I feel like it's really cool. And my favorite has to be the one with Jadakiss, the one that had the Dipset versus the Locks. So yeah, that was fire. The old generation, I like the way that the old school music, they rap over their beat and they don't rap over the track. So the new school, they rap over the track with the voice in the background.
It's called karaoke.
Right. It's karaoke, basically. But I like the way that Mr. Jadakiss, he just rapped over the beat, and he just was freestyling off the dome, and he was able to rhyme so many words together.
Hey, that's for you to look at it that way. It's like, wow, because you the younger generation.
Right.
For you to enjoy that, and so it made you kind of look back at the history of music from the past.
Yes.
And that's what Versus was created because you know, why is it with our culture we forget, but you got the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger can go on for years and years and people still love them. So it was just like, you know, really giving back to our great ones that, we don't talk about no more. Like Jadakiss is one of the illest. Yeah. So we have to showcase that, and Versus was a platform to really highlight some of the great music of our culture that our culture don't even realize, that you didn't even know. Like you the younger one, so it's to educate you to say, look, I know y'all got y'all thing, but let me show you what came before y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what you don't know, that you might like. Right. So a lot of people was like, when they saw like Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, they was like, they started going back and listen to, I heard younger people like, I ain't know Miss Gladys. Oh, get it, Auntie Gladys, and then Aunt Patti LaBelle. So it was like, it's educational. Right. And that's my whole thing, is that we came up with a platform to educate the youth and to celebrate our heroes that got us through life, like the Isley brothers. Since everybody who done Versus, their career has went to the, what I'm saying? The catalogs went to the roof. And what I'm saying? And that was the beauty. We call that the Versus effect. And that's what we wanted to do. We did it out of love, paying homage to all our great ones. And look at God. He blessed us with an amazing platform that touched the world.
I mean, Versus is a platform that I really enjoy watching. And yeah, it's a really cool platform. Can you please share some words of motivation to everyone watching my show?
Everybody is watching Jazz. Let me explain something to you. This girl I've been following because her consistency and persistence. And I want to tell you that, like, you inspire me. You inspire me, like, even if I get, like, we all human. So we get down, like, I'm like, man, I ain't going to shoot this content. I ain't going to do that. And I said, look at Jazz. I said, oh man, I gotta go. You push me. You push me to go do it. So it's like, if y'all watching her show and you like what she do, this is a true example of hard work, dedication. Hard work, dedication. As Floyd would say, dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. You know what I'm saying? She puts in the work. She asks the right question. You ask great questions.
Thank you.
And what you should follow is her consistency and her persistence.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Timbaland. Well, guys, I'm here with Mr. Timbaland, and we're having a great time. And until next time, jazzing out.
Jazz. Pick it, Timbo.